Hey guys, here we go into a video on Josh Taylor versus Ivan Baranchyk. And it's interesting because initially, when people were requesting this fight, I was like, why, man? Why? Don't you guys already know who's going to win? Josh Taylor's going to smash that guy. That guy doesn't even know how to fight, you know? But it's interesting because when I went back and looked at the tape and I looked at a few things, I kind of figured out that I think that Josh Baranchyk is going to give the Tartan Tornado all he can handle. Not only is Baranchyk a very, very, very tough fighter, but the layers to his offense line up well to the layers of Josh Taylor's defense. And unfortunately, Josh Taylor doesn't feint and probe enough to give Ivan Baranchyk enough pause to commit to shots. Well, he's going to commit to shots without setting them up anyway. And that's like another one of the problems for Taylor, is that he's not a great counterpuncher. But I feel like the ability for Baranchyk to kind of just wing punches at Josh Taylor, because Josh Taylor does a lot of covering up, is going to really play well into his hands. But first I want to show, this is the second round. I want to show this clip. You see him slipping that shot, right? Boom, and coming back with a great shot, right? That first lead hand right there, that's the probing shot. That's the feint, right, from Vasquez, right? And then he slips. He tries to slip the left hand or the right hand of Vasquez, but he still eats it. But then he does come back with a great left hand, like left hook, right? And that's exactly what Josh Taylor is going to need to do in the fight. That's exactly what he needs to do. And then do some more of this, right? Slipping the shot, right? When it comes, baiting the shot, right? Get him to commit and then go to the body. And you can see that he can do that. But Vasquez is not some super fast 20-year-old kid throwing bombs, you know? And again, exactly what we want to see from Josh Taylor here. He's going to slip this counter, right? And then go to the body. Good shot upstairs. But unfortunately, and as I backtrack, this is going back to the beginning of the film, because these were the only times in the fight with Vasquez in the first two rounds that Josh Taylor was able to slip that shot and go to the body and go to the head. The rest of the fight looked like this, and this is very, very similar to Barancyk's style of offense, flashing the lead hand, boom, and then just throwing shots. And although those shots are blocked, the problem is Josh Taylor isn't looking to counter either, and that's not going to discourage Baranchyk from throwing his shots. And as you see here, Vasquez actually gets inside with the left hook to the body. Boom, and then body shot right there. You can hear it on the audio. You can't really tell right here. It looks not great. Now right there, Josh Taylor does some really good stuff, right? Just what we were talking about. Slip the shot, the initial shot, catch him with the body shot. But then right after, flashing that right hand and then left hook to the body. And Josh Taylor has no answer for it, you know. And again, boom, left hook to the body with one feinting right hand before it. As you see, the right hand's going to come out right here. Right hand comes out. Josh Taylor gets into his high guard and then eats a body shot right there. Does a decent job countering on the way out, right? But we'll talk a little bit about that after. But again, Josh Taylor just covering up when his opponent starts attacking him, right? Notice Josh Taylor's just walking towards him as well, right? He's not feinting. He's not giving him different looks. He's not controlling Vasquez, and that allows Vasquez to throw punches whenever he wants and set these shots up super easily. And look at how he lands that right hand after too, right? Boom, control him, right? And then lands the right hand right there through the guard. You know, and unfortunately, there's a lot of that goes on in the fight right there. And this is exactly how Baranchyk likes to fight. Just, you know, winging one shot to set up the next shot. And now we're going to get into Baranchyk, who I don't think is that great of a fighter. But unfortunately, you know, he hits really hard, and he likes to commit to his shots. Now, this is the beginning of the round. Right away, what you see from Baranchyk, he's going to flash his jab, right? Stepping hard with his jab. And then he gets countered. He eats that shot, but then actually counters his opponent as well with the left hook. He's like, meh, whatever, man. Come at me, bro. And then immediately, going forward, doesn't have a super active guard either. He's feinting a little bit. And then just commits to that left hook, right? He just throws punches. Flying in there with that hook, doesn't land, but the idea here is that he's not afraid to just throw punches. And here, he actually eats a counter from Keenan Smith, right? He eats this jab counter and then still lands his straight right hand, right? And this is going to be a big problem for Josh Taylor. If Josh Taylor goes to his high guard every time that Ivan Baranchyk looks to throw his offense, because that means that Baranchyk is going to get through. He's going to find the openings because he's going to be able to have enough opportunities to use his C-level offense, right? And I call it C-level offense because he doesn't even care how you react. He's just throwing a feint and then throwing a hard shot, right? He's not using any of the information that he gets from his feint to set his shot up. The only thing he's looking to do is to get you out of position with his feint, right? When you have the high level, the probing style, right? A probing style is when you use the offense or you use the defensive layer that your opponent gives you to format your next attack, right? So if you probe if you probe with the jab and then they bring their high guard up, right? You probe with the jab and then you throw a right hand to the body, right? Now they're looking to block upstairs, so you go downstairs. But in Baranchyk's case, he's just throwing this random feint, right? And then jumping forward, and then throwing a straight right hand. Even though he eats a counter, he has no idea how his opponent's going to react. He just knows that he's throwing the straight right hand to the head after, right? And he does that with a lot of his feints. Now, this is interesting, too, because it shows Baranchyk getting caught with a bunch of shots, right? He's going to be eating that straight left hand from Keenan. And then Keenan also has this really interesting, like it's not quite like the active guard style, but it's very similar to what a lot of the high-level guys do when they transition their weight when they're walking. And he catches Ivan with it all fight long. But I'm showing it to you for a reason, but I'll show it to you after why. But as you see here, even though Baranchyk is getting countered or getting caught, when you attack this guy, he looks to set up offense as well. He doesn't just eat shots, right? Boom, he eats the shot, and then he goes forward, right? And he continues punching with you. So if you stay on the line with this guy, he's going to catch you. And that's going to also be a big problem for, again, right, Keenan landing that great shot, and then Ivan throwing punches. And again, he doesn't know how his opponent's going to react to these shots. He just feints and then goes forward with the hook. And then, unfortunately, this guy picks him up. Poor Baranchyk. I don't know. But again, look at how he just commits to these shots. He doesn't even care. He just goes out there and throws punches. Now, that part plays into the hands of the Tartan Tornado. But he's going to have to look to make him pay for those shots. Again, watch Keenan just slipping, right? Transition his weight from to his left foot, to his right foot, to his left foot now, and then to his right foot, and he catches him with a straight left hand right there, right? But Baranchyk starts countering him, and again catches him with another one, but Baranchyk is throwing punches as well. And I think that does not bode well for Josh Taylor, because Josh Taylor also doesn't move off the line super well after he throws his combinations. Now again, feinting, he starts giving like a really interesting feints too, where he kind of changes head slots as the feint, where he steps forward, boom, and then changes head slots, which makes him a little bit harder to counter, and then just explodes out of his guard to throw his shots. Again, not setting them up, not paying super attention, but still able to be effective against someone who's not necessarily looking to counter. And unfortunately, even if you are countering him on his first layer, right, on his probes, or his feints rather, he's going to land his own shots there too, right? And here he feints here, boom, and lands a great shot. And now this one is also off of Keenan using that same straight lead left hand, right? He lands it, but Ivan says, oh, I know that that's coming now, and he catches him with a big counter of his own. So I'm struggling to find where Josh Taylor is going to have the most amount of success against this fighter, because not only does he not care about whether you feint him or not, he doesn't care about being controlled. He just goes in there and does his own thing. And that makes it a very, very, very difficult fight for you as a fighter to fight against. It's a lot of pressure. It's a lot going on. And your opponent is only thinking half as much as you are. And that makes it harder too. And again, just coming in, even though he knows he's going to get countered, right? Instead of committing to the lead hand, right? He uses it as a kind of a feint with his step, and then just eats the counter and goes straight to the body right there. And that was a huge shot that he catches him with, right? And then again, he doesn't even know how his opponent's going to react to these feints. He's just going in, oh, okay, I'll go double feint now. And then throws a body shot. But again, I feel like this style is going to be very effective against Josh Taylor, because he doesn't control the space well enough to make a guy like Baranchyk really have a lot of pause for his attacks. You know, there are just too many situations in the fight where Josh Taylor is just covering up like this. And I feel like that's going to be a big problem for him because he's going to be open to a lot of these shots. And Baranchyk hits hard enough that even if you block his shots, he's going to catch you. Now, one of the caveats is this, to this fight, is that Josh Taylor fights pretty well on the inside. I have to give him that. He fights pretty well on the inside. I like his work. But so does Ivan Baranchyk. Ivan Baranchyk fights very well on the inside too. So even though I originally thought that this was going to be an easy fight for Ivan, in fact, I actually remember watching Ivan's last fight live on accident. You know, I don't know who the main card was, but I just caught it, and I thought Ivan's opponent was pretty good. And he did have a flaw where he only fought off the lead foot. Everything was off the lead foot. His jab was off the lead foot, as well as his straight left hand. They were both off of the lead foot, and Ivan Baranchyk destroyed him because of that. Every time he just leaned on that front foot, Baranchyk would just throw combinations at him. And that shows that Baranchyk is also very experienced. In spite of the fact that he fights like a donkey, you know, he is very experienced. And I think this is going to be a really tough fight for Josh Taylor, you guys. So all you Josh Taylor fans out there, send him your thoughts and prayers, man, because this is going to be a tough fight. Oh man, I don't know who's going to win, to be honest. It's a real toss-up because I don't think Josh Taylor is going to be able to control Baranchyk enough to stop him from doing what he wants to do. And I don't think that Josh Taylor has he might not have enough power to knock Baranchyk out either, because I've seen Baranchyk take huge punches in all the fights that I tried to film study him for. I've seen him take huge punches and just walk it off. So we're going to learn a lot about Josh Taylor this weekend, I believe. Unless he just cold clocks him and just, you know, I don't know what. But it's going to be these kinds of exchanges that Josh Taylor is going to really need to focus on, is understanding that the feint is coming, right? So he's going to need to control the space between him and Baranchyk. He's going to have to control that lead hand and stop Baranchyk from being able to set shots up with it and make him commit to his straight right hand without setting it up. In my opinion, that's one of the only ways that that Josh Taylor is going to be able to win, is if he controls the lead hand of Baranchyk. But I'm not sure he's going to be able to do that, because Baranchyk will just come out with that flying left hook as well, and that might spell disaster for Taylor as well. So I'll be honest, you guys, I'm not super sure who's going to win this fight, but I think Baranchyk has the edge, you guys. Not because he's a better fighter. Maybe he is a better fighter. I'm not sure, but I'm sure we'll see on Saturday. But this is going to be a tough one to call, you guys. Anyway, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. And let me know if you guys know anything more about either of these fighters that I don't. And I tried to do film study on the Postal fight for this fight, but Postal that guy's a genius. You know, he's a very, very, very good fighter as well. And Baranchyk doesn't fight anywhere near like that. But, so yeah. But anyway, let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And I'll see you guys later.